Welcome to the Expanding Your Search and Stopping for Directions podcast with Brent and Jodibailey. We are growing our circles of connections and knowledge together with encouraging conversations and positive communications. Today, Brent and Jody welcome
civil rights icon and executive producer of the RoeVWade film, Alveda King.
And now, Brent and Jodibailey.
Hey, it's Wednesday, everybody, and it's hump day. It's good to be right here in the middle of the week. Welcome to Expanding Your Search and Stopping for Directions. Hi, everybody, it's Brentbailey, and I didn't say something last week, and I should have, but during the spring break time, it's been about 2 weeks ago now, we actually hit a milestone, and we celebrated our 1 year of bringing the podcast to you. I did say something about it on the actual day, but it's been a little over a year ago, and right now let's head over to the tech booth where Jody and Preston are going to join us.
Let's do this.
And it's hard to believe we have been here for a year.
We have.
It went by really fast, and I forgot to say something about it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's amazing to think that 1 year ago, while we were all locked down, we were developing this podcast into what it is. And now today, here we are with a great guest today. And we're talking national attention. We have Alveda King on the program. And I do need to preface a couple of things. Many of you know Alveda because she is a civil rights icon and is the niece of Dr. Martin Luther King, who we just had the milestone for the date that he passed away was on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, was the same day that Dr. King was assassinated. But Alveda is also known because she has a show on Fox Nation and is a Fox News contributor. And because of her contract with Fox, she's not actually going to be visible.
Right.
She's going to be here, and we do get to talk to her. But you're not going to be able to see her.
You won't see her.
Voice.
So, but she is very kind and gracious, and she's really, really excited about the new movie that's coming out, and we're excited to show you the trailer for that today.
Yes.
Let's do it.
So, anyway, before we do that,
what do we need to do?
we have all kinds of things
all
going
kinds
on.
of things, yeah.
So, do you want to?
We'll start. Okay,
what is happening here on Wednesday, the 7th?
7th, you're right.
The 7th. It is the 7th.
What's happening?
It is. One thing I want to say is you were talking before the show, you were talking about different flavors of a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, well,
because
folks, it was
goes
released.
along with food.
It was released right around Easter.
Yeah.
Pepsi, the fine folks of Pepsi Cola, came out with a peep flavored.
Yes.
Like the little
marshmallows. Yep.
Yeah.
They have yellow and pink flavored Peeps
They do.
flavored Pepsi.
Yeah. It's amazing. I haven't had it. What I mean is, it's like amazing how all of these companies are just doing some different things, with foods and candy and combining
It's very
things.
interesting.
I guess that's called fusion.
Yeah, fusion.
Fusion.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Peeps fan.
Me either.
I know lots of folks who love them.
I do love
And it was at our cookout that we had Sunday for Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Somebody did
Great cookout.
Peep kebabs.
Sunday.
Yes, kebab.
Right?
Yeah,
it was fruit, and then a peep
stacked
marshmallow, and then fruit.
Yeah.
Which looked like a bunny.
It was.
It was a bunny.
a peep bunny. Yeah.
And it was chocolate. I think it was chocolate pudding flavored. Peep.
I don't know. I didn't try it, but I'm not a big
Good
Peeps
stuff.
fan. But I would bet that's a good flavor for Pepsi.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think we're reaching a lot when it comes to all these flavors.
Well, I mean, you remember when
Anyway.
they did clear Pepsi
Yep.
and then they've had cherry Pepsi and, of course, vanilla
Cherry's
Pepsi.
good, and
yeah, it is
vanilla's
good.
pretty good. But
It is
anyway.
good. That's a good question for the audience today. What is your
What's
favorite
your favorite Pepsi?
flavored
Yeah.
Pepsi or Coke? I mean,
Yeah.
Put it in
obviously,
the
do you do the cherry? Yeah, drop down below into the comments below. And Do you like? I know that now when you go to a lot of these the big machines that you can select your, the touch button. You can get pretty much any flavor you want.
Yeah.
You really
Vanilla,
can, yeah.
orange, lime,
I was
whatever.
gonna say, yeah, just anything.
Grape,
you need.
cherry, strawberry. My God, the list goes on and
It
on.
really
Anyway,
does.
So Peeps flavored, I doubt will be on the machines, but anyway,
Probably
Peep
not. So,
flavored pepper.
well, let's, if we're going to have, something crazy,
Yeah.
let's kind of balance it out with something that we might really like.
Okay, what would that be?
I would not put Pepsi with this food item, but today's National Coffee Cake Day.
Coffee cake.
Coffee cake, you would.
Yeah.
Because you love coffee and you like coffee cake. I mean, it's good. So National Coffee Cake Day. So,
Do you like coffee cake?
I love coffee cake.
I don't really.
How about
like
you folks
cake.
that are listening?
Yeah. Coffee cake's good.
You folks that are listening, do you like coffee cake? If you do, drop down below and tell us how do you like your coffee cake.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good
As you're
stuff.
clicking the share button today,
Yes.
tell us how you like your coffee cake, which is the best way to have it.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's good stuff. So
Have you ever had? Do I need to move on, or do we?
No, go ahead.
Have you ever had? They made these things called. I can't remember it is Dunkin' stick or something, some kind of sticks.
Yes, Dunkin'
that was
sticks.
basically a coffee cake.
Wasn't it by Little
Little
Debbie?
Debbie
Yeah.
or
It's round, right?
yeah, it was kind of
The coffee
So
ball.
good.
Twinkie shaped or whatever, but you dunk that in a and it was.
It's a coffee.
I
It was so
personally
good.
think that's the best way to eat
and that's the thing, and that again is why we are on a cleanse
it. That's right.
and changing our eating habits because we had too many of
Because
those.
it's
Yeah.
so
Coffee
good.
cake, yummy
Too
stuff.
many
Little
coffee
Debbie.
cake days. So
Yeah. So so let's
All
move
right,
on.
let's move on. What else is going on?
Today is also National Girl Me Too Day. Now, I mean, it sounds like it wasn't that there the Me Too movement. Okay,
Yes.
but this recognizes the strength and endurance of women of all ages and an opportunity to show support for each other. So, this just supporting one another. Women just support one another,
Yeah.
and that's what we need to do instead of backstabbing and fighting.
Yeah.
And gossiping. I mean, that just doesn't work. So, but yeah, National Girl Me Too Day.
All right.
So, and then, kind of to go along with that, it's National No Housework Day. Woohoo!
All right.
No Housework Day.
Now, how many of you ladies out there honestly admit to the fact that you will not take advantage of this even though you want to? Even if
depends
you
on
said,
what's going
oh,
on."
yes, I'm not going to do it, no housework day. There's going to be that one thing
Nope.
that's going to eat at you, and you just will not do it.
Exactly.
Or you will not leave
and
it alone.
would tell the viewers what is the one thing.
The
for
dishes.
me,
If there is a dish in the dish,
Can't stand
in
it.
the sink,
I'll
Jody
let
is
it.
like
Sometimes I'll let it go if I'm really tired
No, you won't.
at night. Sometimes.
rarely.
Now, here's what's funny. I want to share this real quick because there was a video I saw where this is no offense to men, however, where the woman said, "Okay, I'm going to bed," and she starts walking and she picks something up and puts it, and then she does the dishes real quick or however quick, and then she still makes her way to the bedroom to go to bed. and
Yeah.
she does something else, and then
That
I
sounds
forgot
like
something.
my wife.
Just it's just something about just settling.
That's right.
Laying down and knowing that things are done.
Yeah,
for
because
the
you're
next
not going to
day.
be able to sleep knowing it's all.
Right,
yeah.
because then it'll pile up the next day.
That's
so,
right.
Anyway, but try and take advantage of that.
Yeah. Come on, take a day off, ladies. Take a day off.
It's
All right.
also National Walking Day. Now,
We do take advantage of
yes,
that
we
frequently.
do,
don't we?
and I was going to say every day should be
I walk sometimes.
some form of walking day, some form of exercise day.
Yeah.
Get
Dr.
this-
Sherwood says don't call it exercise.
Yeah.
To call it
A jog.
motion
No,
or
no.
movement.
I mean, yes,
call it
you'll
movement.
jog. Movement, some
Yeah.
kind of movement.
It's
So,
all in your head.
National Walking
Day.
it's a
How far do you like to go when you do walk? We like to do about 2 miles.
2 miles.
right,
Yeah.
and generally
2 miles.
by about
Halfway, Jody's
halfway,
ready
I'm
to
like,
quit.
I'm done. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Gotta go clean
So-
the dishes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I gotta go do the dishes. Exactly.
So,
exactly. Good one,
That's our
Preston.
day. Those are
That's
our
a good one.
days.
All right.
Yeah, and so I mean, there's a lot of good things to celebrate.
Yeah, there is. All right.
Yeah.
All right. There is one thing that I've kind of noticed that I don't know. It's probably a little professional envy myself. as we all know, Alex Trebek passed away from cancer, and they've had a slew of guest hosts.
Yes, they have.
They've had Katie Couric, and they've had Ken Jennings, Anderson Cooper. I think Dr. Oz just finished a week. Mayim Bialik, who I think she would be a great host for Jeopardy. But right now it is Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be coming up, and I like Aaron Rodgers. He's a great quarterback, and he's a great advertiser for State Farm and all that stuff. But I think I can do a better job than him. So I'm going to throw my hat out. I want to host Jeopardy. But the real question is on my mind is, why has Will Ferrell not been asked to host Jeopardy yet?
Exactly.
This is like it does itself. Like the marketing does itself. He played Alex Trebek, of course, at Forever on Saturday Night Live on all of the Celebrity Jeopardy skits. Yeah. Why have they not asked Will Ferrell to host Jeopardy yet?
Right. Did you see the Saturday Night Live episode where Alex Trebek actually came
and interrupted him?
Interrupted him?
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
So that means he can take a joke, and it's great. So it's not like
it should have happened.
It should have happened.
I mean, or if it doesn't, they are, and I'll just go ahead and take the credit for it right now. Jeopardy, Merv Griffin Productions, you are missing the boat. You need to pay the man whatever he wants. It will be record numbers. People would watch it in droves if he did the whole show, especially as Alex Trebek.
Also be great marketing.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh, it would be so good. And I would love to throw my hat in the ring as just a nobody who could totally host that
Brent
show.
Bailey.
That's right. So
hosting Jeopardy.
All right, I'm off my soapbox now. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I got a great guest for you. Alveda King is here. So Evangelist Alveda King is a pastoral associate of Priests for Life, director of civil rights for the Unborn, and founder of Alveda King Ministries. She's the daughter of Reverend A.D. King and the niece of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Alveda is a civil rights leader and a pro-life activist. She is a prolific author and frequent speaker whose opinion is regularly sought by secular and Christian outlets. Alveda is the executive producer of the new RoeVWade film that's coming out, or just came out this last weekend, and has a small part in the film as well. It is a tremendous honor for us here at Expanding Your Search and Stopping for Directions to welcome to the program Alveda King. Dr. King.
Hello. I'm so glad to join you. It's wonderful to viewers, listeners everywhere.
It is a real pleasure for us and a real honor for us. Of course, we all are very familiar with your work, but some of our folks are maybe just being exposed to it for the first time. Tell us about your ministry and the civil rights for the unborn and the association that you have with Priests for Life.
Well, I'm the founder of Alveda King Ministries, and I am affiliated with Priests for Life as a pastoral associate. And the program, Civil Rights for the Unborn, is bringing awareness, information, activation for people who want to make a difference in supporting life from the womb to the tomb. So that's what we do. And life is a civil right. Abortion is a civil wrong. And that is a point that we try to make and make it very clear and empower people with truth.
Obviously, the truth is what sets us free according to Scripture. Are you concerned with the direction that the country seems to be headed in the terms of abortion? I know that that's a real big button for some folks.
Well, what's so fascinating, of course, abortion is not new. If you go into the Bible, Molech worship, Baal worship, they were sacrificing babies and virgins. Satan kind of hates life because when we're born, we get the opportunity to serve God, capital G-O-D. And so they had child sacrifices throughout the Bible. It is still here today. Actually, in the United States of America, people are more aware about the harmful impact of abortion than we have been in the past. And that's because groups and organizations like Priest for Life, for example, are working very hard to inform, educate, and activate people. That's the premise behind even the movie. I know we will talk about that RoeVWade movie where I'm executive producer, and I do have a role in it. People don't know I've been in the media and entertainment industry for over 4 decades, and check me out on IMDb and you'll see that. So it's just important to use media truthfully, and we find out even in the movie where it was brought to light that they made up all those statistics that they were using in order to pass the bill, to get the law into effect. So it's very interesting that today people are looking for truth, and that's why we've actually made the film.
Now, you do host 2 streaming TV shows. Tell us a little bit about those, speaking of your role in entertainment.
Well, I'm on Fox Nation, and I'm a Fox News contributor as well. Fox Nation offered me, I guess it's almost like a mini-series, a 6-part Alveda King's House. And it's around holidays. The next one's coming up on Mother's Day, for example. We did Christmas. We did Martin Luther King and March for Life in January. We did Black History Month. And in May, Mother's Day. June, Father's Day. And in August, we'll do the I Have a Dream, Martin Luther King theme. So that is Fox Nation. I also cook on the show because in our family, the family of Reverend A.D. King, that's my dad, and Mrs. Naomi Ruth Barber King, we happen to be great cooks and have a lot of hospitality. The other one is Pro-Life Praise, and that's on endabortion.tv. And some of my music is there, and music videos, and a lot of good conversation. Those are the 2 shows that are streaming.
The cooking really got my attention there for a second. We might have to come by the set sometime. Anyway, let's get into the movie, because I know that's the real thing that we're really wanting people to know about. How did you become involved with the Roe v. Wade movie?
Well, it's been several years now. I'm trying to think, was it in 2015 or 16 that I first heard from Nick Loeb and Kathy Allen? And they were doing this movie, and they said, would you come on and would you be executive producer? And I absolutely said, yeah. And so we started working. I had a few suggestions about cast members, and some of them are in there as well. And we began to work on it. And during the actual production, that was pre-production, during the actual production, it was so fascinating that we had some actors and actresses, they would be there on the set filming, and they'd get a call or an alert, hey, that's a pro-life movie. Those people are fanatics. Get out of there. And they walk off the set. We even had those kinds of experiences. However, we prevailed. The Lord is with us. I won't say was with us. The Lord is with us. So we've done a very creditable film. It's very well done, in my opinion. So we have Oscar winner John Voight in the film, Robert Davi, other veteran actors and actresses. So I think it's just very important that people see and hear how abortion became legal in America.
We are going to show the trailer right here, and I hope that everyone enjoys this film.
Roe v. Wade, in the grand scheme of things, is not that important.
I understand the importance that people attach to the Roe v. Wade decision.
Real history of the 1973 Roe v. Wade abortion decision.
The Senate has just confirmed.
Brett Kavanaugh is officially confirmed.
That will flip the decision.
We have been in our second civil war for over 50 years now.
A bunch of disorganized men are going to rid this country of abortion restriction.
Doctors must protect life from the point of conception.
Are you sure you want to do this?
You're a liar. You did this. You led me down this path. You didn't want them.
You seen the post this morning?
I saw it.
Idiot. There's a leak.
They've got Hollywood on their side.
This is a conspiracy.
Today, my mommy killed me.
We found a girl in Texas.
We'll give her a pseudonym. Call her Jane Roe. We found the right pregnant girl and the lawyers we could control.
When you see a kid out of law school get to argue to the highest court in Texas,
we want to rally behind the women's movement to get the TV media on board.
What he's trying to say is I am the first Negro woman to graduate Harvard Medical.
faith in God, respect for his law.
You should join us. I promise you'd have more freedom.
But we weren't Jewish, so we didn't say anything. And then they came after the mentally deficient. But we weren't deficient, so we did nothing. And now they're coming after the unborn. And so you're gonna do nothing?
It's God's duty to forgive. It's ours to rule the law.
You're changing your vote because your family found out. Or was it the media?
If we don't sort this out, fur will fly today.
You were trying to control this, Warren, old buddy. That is completely unethical.
In the matter of Roe v. Wade, I want the case re-argued.
So you want to enslave women?
I gotta go before I blow a gasket.
We got the majority.
We're gonna win.
This is beyond the authority of the Supreme Court.
We are the law of the land.
These girls should not be put through the pregnancy and should be entitled to an abortion.
The true silent minority.
Who is speaking for these children?
We will hear arguments in Roe against Wade.
All right, that really looks fantastic and amazing. I know this has a personal tone for you. Your grandfather, Martin Luther King Sr., was also a civil rights leader and a minister, but he was the one that kind of told your mother not to abort you. This message is something that's not just a platform for you. This is a personal thing for you, isn't it?
I was rescued from abortion in 1950. My mom and dad were not married. They were engaged, and they were college students. And Mom was not ready to birth a baby. And she listened to my grandfather. She believed him because she wanted to get a DNC. Abortion was illegal, but DNCs were legal. So we had to deal with all of that as well. God has been so good and so faithful all these years. I had secret abortions. And God rescued me from the sin of abortion. I was very, very grateful for that. So that's been the story of my life. That's what I've been through.
Yeah. There's we've had your comrade, I guess is the right word, Father Frank, on the show, and it's really something to hear the compassionate side of the pro-life movement. Most people kind of think it's just most of the secular world think it's an anti-woman movement, but the compassion that I can hear in your voice is really something that people they're not really catching that, are they?
They are not, but abortion of course, kills a child almost all the time. There are a few survivors of abortion, and we're grateful for that. Abortion harms women. Sometimes abortions kill women, legal abortions. Not back alley. And like they'll say in the movie, I'll give you just a little hint, there were not nearly as many back alley abortion deaths as we say they are. We made that up.
Oh, wow. All right, before we let you go, I know there's just so much going on in the world right now. There's so much unrest. There's so much talk about abortion that's absolutely appalling. Coming from a family like you've come from, how do you maintain peace in your home with everything that's been going on? And this is not your first go-round, obviously, but how do you maintain peace in your home?
Faith works by love. I love everybody. I try to tell the truth to as many people as will listen. My own family knows my position. My own immediate family, most of them are fully in agreement with me on my platform. And for those who are not, I just try to forgive them and keep rolling and keep loving everybody and keep telling the truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that you're making a real impact in the world today, and we are so grateful for your time. We can't wait to see the movie. It looks so good. Our best wishes are going to you and the rest of your family. And you have an open invitation anytime you want to come back on and talk about anything that you'd like to talk about. We'd love to have you back on.
Well, thanks for this opportunity. God bless everybody.
All right. Bless you too. That's Alveda King, and she is the executive producer of the new Roe v. Wade film. And now let's stop for directions. Talking to Alveda and thinking about this country, abortion is something that is dividing families, dividing friendships, dividing marriages, and really dividing the world. The end of a pregnancy is not just a convenience. It's the end of a life that God has sent to the world, and that life is an answer to prayer for somebody in some form or fashion. Currently, the statistics show that there is a longer than a 2-year wait list for people who are waiting to adopt babies. People are praying every day for what Scripture calls their inheritance from the Lord. That's what the Bible calls children. That's where Jody and I found ourselves 14 years ago. I can tell you that I could not be more grateful for the choice that 2 young ladies made that gave us the biggest blessings of our lives up to now. God has a purpose for every child. While they're still in the womb, He's planning. Believe me when I say this, there are people who want to help you, not shame you. They want to take care of you, not condemn you. They want to restore you, not embarrass you. My heart goes out to any young lady who is in this position and that they have to make a decision that they never thought that they would have to make. But I want to say to you today, God still loves you. He still has a plan for you, and He has a plan for the baby that you're carrying. Look for that help. You're not alone. The world needs the plan of God that is in you to be fulfilled. That is the truth and the help that you need. That's going to wrap it up for the show today. I'm so grateful to Dr. Alveda King, who came to be with us today, and we cannot wait to see the new Roe v. Wade movie. It opened this last weekend. Check your local listings to find a theater near you. Thanks again to Jody and Preston for another great podcast. Join me next time as we'll have another great guest. Until then, I hope you found what you were looking for as you took the time today to expand your search and stop for directions. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks for joining us today. Connect with us on @expandingyoursearch on Facebook and Instagram and @expandingsearch on Twitter. Relive any of our episodes on YouTube. We are available wherever podcasts are found, including Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. You can also download the Direction Ministries app on iOS, Android, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. Take some time today to expand your search and stop for directions.